Hello there, and welcome back to Sylvia's Essentials Makeup Tips for the Blind. It's good to be back. I'm here today to do an eyeshadow video. Yes. So, I'm going to be using a beautiful palette with all glittery, shimmery colors. So this is like total glitter, total glam. So I hope you're all doing good out there. Preparing for another weekend. Here where I'm at, it's already starting to get really warm. It's like it skipped from winter to summer in some ways. I'll say it's kind of gone from like February to June. Okay, like it skipped, April, May all together. So I'm trying to stay cool. I got the fan on and all that good stuff. All right, and remember, if you love this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. It helps my channel. And please make sure that your notification bell is on so you can get my videos when I upload immediately, when you know that I'm up here. All right, smash that bell. Appreciate that. All right, so I got a palette here from Elf. Okay, and it's a palette that's got 5 different shadows in it, and it's got silver, gold. It's got a pretty rose pink. It's also got a lighter shade of brown glitter. And if I remember correctly, when the lady was helping me look for this type of palette, I believe the last color is a darker color, but it's all glitter colors, which is nice for early spring. All right, and my lips are shimmery tonight. I have on my NYX lip gloss, sheer gloss, over my tinted plum lips. All right, and one thing I wanted to share before I get started is I started using this hairspray. It is a super hold hairspray, but it's nice because it doesn't like the old school, the Aquanet. It doesn't stiffen it like that. It just gives your hair a nice hold without the real feel of the stiffness. So what I did is I sprayed my sides back along the side of my face because my bangs are sort of long and they keep going over my eyes. But yeah, I wanted them cut like that. But when I'm doing a makeup video, or if I'm warm, I'm trying to stay cool, I don't want all that, hair over my face. So I wanted to show it to you for those out there that have low vision. If you're totally blind, of course, I keep explaining. But this is a Tresemme, comes in a can. And like I said, I got the Super Hold formula. And it's got a nice, fresh scent. It's not an overbearing scent, which is really nice. So like I said, it's by Tresemme. Try it out, okay? So got my shadow brush here. It's clean. So the 2 colors that I'm going to use, I'm gonna do a 2-swipe shadow. All right, and the color I'm going to use on the base of my eye is going to be the second color, which is a gold shimmer. And then for the crease, well, I'm not really going to do a full lid, I guess you could say. It's going to be more of what you would call an inward V, where the point goes on the outside of my outer corner of my lid. And then what I'm going to do with the rose pink is fill in from the inner corner and like blend that in with the inward V. But I'm going to explain as I go. So I'm going to start out now. This is a glitter, so you might want to be careful with control of how much you're using. So I'm going to do 2x in my palette of the gold. I'm actually going to do another X, but I'm just going very light, not too heavy, just like a nice glide with my brush. Alright, and I'm going to start with my right eye, and I'm going to use my index finger on my left hand. Yeah, I need to get my nails done. They will be getting done early next week, because I got something going on next Saturday, an engagement where my nails need to be done, but they're still holding on. The rhinestones anyways on my ring fingers. Alright, so I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to do an inward V, and what I'm going to do is lay it vertical along the outside of my eyelid. And the reason why, make sure your arm is comfortable where you're sitting, is because when I use my dominant hand with the brush to apply this inward V, I don't want to go past my eyelid too much. You can go past it a teeny bit if you want, because I do. I'm just being honest with you. I go a little past the outer corner when I do the point of the V, but I'm just doing the basic if you just want to keep it on the base of your eyelid. Now, if you can feel your brush, if it feels like your brush is at an angle, you could do it that way, but I'm going to do more of a fuller brush. So if you can feel that your brush is going to go on the fuller way, more of the narrow way, that's fine. So I'm going to slowly, with my eyes closed, make sure still got a little bit of hairs over my forehead. I'm going to go in with my eyes closed, and I'm going to try to feel the top part of where my crease is in the center. Right in the center of my eye there. Right under your brow. You don't want it to touch your eyebrow if you can help it, okay? And I'm going to start sweeping to the outer corner, just little brush strokes, and we're going to go to a point at an angle towards the outer part of the lid. Make sure your finger is laying on the outside of your eyelid, not on the inside, because we want to make that point right at the tip of the eyelid from the outer corner. Just little brush strokes back and forth, and once you get to that point there, you might feel your finger there. Just blend, blend, blend. Now we're going to go down to the V, horizontal, back towards the center of the bottom of your lower eyelid, above your eyelash. And try to, if you can, keep it the same width of the top part where you started. And when you get to that bottom lid there above your eyelash, you want to stop there, and then you want to start blending. Just blend back up to that point. Keep your finger there so you don't go past it. And then we're going to blend back up to where we started in the crease there. Try not, if you can, get this in your eyebrow, because shadow can spread if you're not careful, because we don't want glitter in our eyebrow. And we're just going to blend right where we started. And you just want to just keep blending back and forth from the point to where you started. You might even want to go past where you started at the top a little bit. Just spread it out there. And now I'm going to blend back from the point, from the outside, back to the lower lid, and just blend that in. Just feel, keep your eyes closed if you can, and just blend. Just fill it in. Alright, so I got my inward V there. And you know what I forgot? I forgot my paper towel to wipe this because I'm only using one brush. So I will be right back so I can wipe my brush. Okay, hold on. I knew I was forgetting something, but yeah, I got my paper towel here, so I'm just gonna gently wipe. And the reason why is because I'm starting with my right eye, and I just want to go in with this second color before I do my left eye. So the third color in this beautiful Glam palette is a rose pink, which is a real pretty color. So I'm going to do the same thing, 2 X's. And there's nothing wrong with feeling your palette as long as your fingers are clean before you touch the colors, so you can feel what color you're using in your palette. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the rose pink, and I'm going to start this with the inner corner of my eye. So I got my index finger laying horizontal between my eye and nose area so I don't go past the inner corner. So I'm gonna gently, with my eyes closed, try to feel where my finger is, and I'm gonna start brushing inward from my finger from the bottom corner. If I didn't mention that, bottom corner. Just try to stay on your eyelid and brush in towards inward of your eyelid. And we're just gonna blend this like in the center of where that V is. We're just gonna blend that in. Just blend that in, like the center of the V. Going back to the inner corner where I started. I'm gonna lay my hand down because I'm pretty much now done blending with the inner corner, and I'm just going to just blend that in so you can fill in towards bottom of your eyelid if you want, or a little higher, or you can just blend it at an angle just into, as long as it goes into the center of that V. And then you want to stop like in the center, kind of like, you don't want to go all the way into the V, but just, and if you do, just try not to go past where your point is, okay, on the end. You just want to blend this color in with the other color. Just fill that in. Just fill that in on your lid. Close your eyes so you can do the bottom of your lid there above your lash line. Just blend. Blending is very important. And I'm going back into that V again as far as I can because I don't want to go past the end where the point is. Alright, so that is my right eye. Gently wipe my shadow brush. And I'm going to do my left eye now without using my finger as a guide, and just do it automatically. And if you wipe your brush gently, it will help with releasing that last color. So I'm going to go back in my palette where the gold is. I'm doing 2 X's, not too hard, not too light in my palette. Just glide it on your brush. Wipe my finger off a little bit there. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do an inward V. I'm starting from the center with my eye closed, going very slow, just by my sense of feel, where I can locate the center part of that crease there, center of upper lid, and start going towards the outer point. I feel I need to stop right there. And then now I'm going to go down with that point at an angle to the bottom lower lid. And blend there, right at top of above your lashes. Now I'm going to blend back up again, and then go to that point. Just blend, trying to go past your eyelid. Like I said, if you do a teeny bit, that's fine, just not too far away from. And then I'm going to go back up again. Just blend. Hope you can see this okay. If not, I'm explaining. Back up to the center where I started. And like I said, you can go a little further over a little bit into that crease there. Not too far from where you started, but just lightly, just brush it out just a teeny bit at top there. I'm going back. Try to just stay on that crease area. If you stay on the crease of your eye, you shouldn't touch your eyebrow. But I know our brows are located differently on our individual faces, but I'm just saying. It takes practice doing this, but it will get easier. It will get easier. And I'm just blending this. Blending, like I said, is very important. All right, now I'm going to do the rose pink. Wipe my brush, go back into my palette for the rose pink. 2 X's. Just glide it. I'm wiping my finger because I'm touching the palette to be able to feel what color I'm picking. All right, then I'm going to start lower or inner corner, lower of my eyelid. Just go slow. Starting at the bottom corner. Right in the bottom corner there, by your nose area, your eyelid there. Just try to stay inside on top of your eyelid. Just brush in towards your eyelid. And now we're going to blend and start blending this into the V. The opening of the V. Try not to go too far to where the V is pointed outward. Now we're going to start blending from the bottom of the lid. And then a little upward where I started of that on the lid. Going back to the lower corner where I started. Blend that some more into my V. Blending is very important for shadow to make it all look like it's coming together nicely. Alright, I got my shadow on, my shimmery shadow. And I just want you to keep practicing. No matter what brand you choose to use, that's a glitter shadow. If you can find a glitter palette, a lot of them out there have all glitter palettes. If you check with, Sephora, if you check with your drugstores or even Ulta Beauty, different places like that. Actually, I got this palette at Walmart. So yeah, so check with your local Walmart for all glitter shadow palette. Like I said, this one is from e.l.f. Alright, so I hope you got something out of this video. Applying glittery eyeshadow, which is nice for going to parties, nights on the town. And like I said, it's a nice spring look. So if you, like I said, just use so much on your brush and just blend it in, okay, it'll look nice for daytime for the spring. And you can wear this to the office too. Just like I said, just make sure it's blended really well and it's located on your eyelid and not on the outside of the eyelid, but like I said, with practice it'll get easier and easier. You'll enjoy wearing glitter shadow. Alright, so thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all out there. Alright, until I see you next time, you all stay blessed out there. Alright, give my channel a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Alright. Oh, and stay hydrated out there with the warmer months coming. Keep that water intake in. Helps your skin and helps keep you hydrated as well. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.